What's happening, PricePlow Nation? Happy 4th of July. It's Mike and Heather of PricePlow, and today we have the new Freedom flavors of NutraBio's 4th of July launch. I was going to say Whey Protein Isolate, but we also have one of the flavors is in their Muscle Matrix blend, which is a combination of whey isolate and casein. Welcome to my backyard here. My daughter's napping, and I was supposed to stay quiet, and that's not exactly happening. Not happening. So how are things going, Heather?
Pretty good. It's getting hot here in Texas, so weather's warming up, and I'm ready for some refreshing protein. Let's talk about the flavors real quick. And we have a blog post. We'll link if you're watching on YouTube. We'll link to that. It's at blog.priceplow.com. And so, Whey Protein Isolate, we have Miss American Pie, and this is apple pie flavor and with real apple pieces inside. So actually, it's the first time. I was just talking to Mike about this. It's the first time they do inclusions, so that's gonna be interesting to see. And they do it more of like the healthier way, right? With like apple pieces, opposed to like, this is why I said in the blog, like cookie chunks or something like that, which would just make.
It's not the NutraBio way, you know. Yeah. And so yeah, and you can see on the label, as always, open formula and all that. Dehydrated apple, 750 milligrams per serving. It's not like it's gonna be like an absurd amount. It's not really like 3 grams of cereal or anything. Like
that's what I was a little worried about. I was like, am I just gonna be getting big apple chunks? I guess we'll see. But
how many carbs are in that?
Carbs. I think there's only 1.
Okay, this has 2 carbs. So if you're insane, which you shouldn't be, then apple pie's got an extra carb. And so then you're talking about bombs away on yours, right?
Yeah.
And that is actually though. You can explain.
This is cherry candy. So it's a little bit confusing on the label. It has like a popsicle graphic here, but it is cherry candy. And this is very interesting, I think. It's not like a clear whey isolate, so I'm wondering if it's like a creamy cherry. That's kind of what I'm going for. So we'll see how this is, but yeah, very lean protein. I mean, it's whey protein isolate. Fully disclosed panel here, so you know exactly how many ingredients. They do put a little bit of beet powder in here, so I'm expecting to see a little red color. So that's what we have here.
And got some cool things here. Give me liberty. And give me gains.
This one's dropping the F-bomb, Freedom.
And what do we have here? Okay, so I'm gonna mix up Miss American Pie while you go over your favorite Muscle Matrix. First, do the smell.
Yes, Muscle Matrix.
Gotta do the smell.
And I can see the apple pieces right away,
there it is.
so that's pretty cool.
I love freeze-dried candy.
So yeah, Muscle Matrix is one of my top proteins from NutraBio, and the reason being, I love blends. The way I take my protein post-workout, I don't eat for another like 4 or so hours. I have it as like an actual meal, so I have it with carbs. And I don't eat for another 4 hours. And Muscle Matrix is a blend of whey plus casein. And so the whey will spike the muscle protein synthesis, and the casein will sustain it for hours on end. So you get the benefits of both protein sources. And not only that, but the flavor I think is a little bit better than just like a whey protein isolate, just because it's a thicker, creamier shake, and that's what I enjoy. And right now, so far, my favorite flavor is Ice Cream Cookie Dream. Love that flavor. I've been having it literally every day. So. That is one of my favorites, but Freedom Fetti, I love cake. So this is,
it's like a lot of the cake versions.
Cake and get jacked too.
Nice.
That's what I'm going for.
A lot of the cake flavors out there are like just like insanely sweet vanilla, and if they do that, I will not be upset about it. So we'll see. But we're starting with Miss American Pie. Yeah, I agree with everything you say on Muscle Matrix. The texture does change the flavor, you know. So it's for you. All right, cheers to the 4th of July. Celebrate our freedoms as your.
It's gonna be weird. Wow.
That's fun. I got the cinnamon.
Honestly, this is really good.
I love inclusions. Give me something to chew on. Those apple pieces.
Well, okay, the base of the protein though is pretty, like the base of it I like just on its own. And then the apple pieces just bring out more of the apple flavor.
Right. So they have the strawberry pastry flavor. They kind of steal a little bit of that, like that pastry base.
Which I love that flavor.
Yeah, it's awesome. But to me, having apple pieces steals the show. I love inclusions, you know, and I've always wanted NutraBio to do it. And so I'm like stoked about this. This is really good.
Now, I have had proteins with inclusions before for like fruit wines, like dehydrated strawberries and stuff, and I actually didn't like it that much. But the apple pieces are so small.
Right.
And I think it just goes really well with it because you get like that kind of cinnamony, buttery crust from the protein base, and then you get the apple from the apple pieces. Yeah. So that's actually really good.
And the apple pieces seem to be infused with even more cinnamon to me. It's like you gotta obviously most apple pies are cinnamon based, so you gotta be into cinnamon, I think.
And this is only with water, which I always mix my protein shakes with milk. So
I didn't give you enough. I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
You need more?
No, I'm good.
No, I'm backwash.
No, that's pretty good though. I'm pretty impressed with that. I haven't tried actually any apple pie proteins. I can't really compare. But I don't know if you have.
True, an apple. I have. And so those had a little bit less cinnamon. tasted really good, but the apple pieces, like something as simple as that. Maybe they're just too expensive for some people to do. I think it's a really good idea.
Yeah.
What next? Freedom Fetti or Bombs Away?
Let's keep best for last.
You already
Best for last.
That's not even fair.
Oh, one thing I do want to point out too is that these labels. So these are limited edition labels, and they did some really cool artwork on here. So they had their graphic designers actually draw these on a computer and custom design these labels. I know you guys have seen this character before on the classic Whey Irish whiskey cream, I believe. But the other ones that we've never seen before, and so it's cool to see NutraBio doing a little bit different stuff with their graphics. I was telling Mike I really like the base of the label because they've got like the red, white, and blue and black done really well, which is hard to do. And yeah, I just think it came out really great.
Yeah, I like how the gradient came out there. Okay, so back to what we're about to taste right now. Bombs Away, which is cherry candy. This is it's supposed to be thinner. I added a little bit extra powder because I had a little bit extra water. But
I don't know about this one, we'll see.
I'm not expecting any bombsicle at all. And so, to me, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of the smell of the powder itself.
I mean, it smells like cherry candy, I'm not going to lie.
Right.
To me, it smells
exactly
like cherry candy, but is it good protein?
To me, this smells really good. This is frothier than I expected. I thought it was going to be thinner. It seems a little bit thicker.
Here we go. It's very subtle, I would say.
It's a fruit. It's a good fruit protein. I don't think it's... It grew on the aftertaste. This is very similar to, like, way back I used to drink Cintrex Nectar. They had an isolate that was fruity flavored isolates, and this is really similar to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the cherry really comes in afterwards. Like you said, like when you first get the initial sip, it's not I wouldn't say it's not creamy cherry. It's just cherry to me, like just straight up cherry.
It's a lot of Mike's flavors. They kind of like blossom at the end, and it's kind of, you get the cherry blossoming here, which is pretty cool. Overall, I'm taking, if you're gonna only buy one tub right now, Miss American Pie is where I'm at right now. This is good, but it's very similar to a lot of it is. It's similar to a lot of fruity proteins to me, which is you either love them or you don't. You know, like a lot of people, chocolate, vanilla, a lot of those cookies and cream, those are the best sellers.
I am more of a like, if I had to go, honestly, like I know you asked me, could you go through a whole tub of it? I probably couldn't. Well, two things. I'm not a cherry fan, number one, and yeah, I'm not like a fruity protein. Some fruity cereal proteins I like, but I still like it's hard for me to go through a whole tub.
Agreed.
So
I would slowly Miss American. But if I had two tubs in the house, Miss American Pie would be like, I don't see many situations where I would grab the cherry instead of Miss American Pie. I want those inclusions. So
I'm gonna say though, I'm gonna give it to them. It's very accurate. If you want a cherry candy protein, like that's for you. It's just.
But no bombsicle. So
no bombsicle.
So here's the story with these flavors. If they are going to decide to keep them, then they'll probably go with a regular label. I would remove the bombsicle thing. Yeah,
I would put like just a cherry graphic kind of cherry thing.
Definitely. So okay,
but yeah, definitely spot on flavor though.
All right, and now for the one Heather has been awaiting.
Eric, don't let me down on this one. You told me it was really good, and I just cannot wait. So far, like I said, Ice Cream Cookie Dream is my favorite flavor from Muscle Matrix. So, and then Strawberry Pastry would be a close second, I would say.
So you see the natural colors coming out.
Yeah, so there's a slight pink in here.
Yeah, it's sort of like,
So this is beetroot powder, so it's a natural coloring. And then on this one it has spirulina, which is like a bluish tint, but it's natural colored. So I'm a pretty big fan of natural coloring.
Yeah, especially you can make a small argument that brings a couple extra benefits too. I'll never say no to beetroot and spirulina. Some interesting mechanisms behind spirulina. So this is the muscle matrix. You can just tell it just mixes so much like thicker because of that casing inside. And
I'm excited about this one.
Give you a good big old sip. All right, cheers.
Here we go. Muscle Matrix. That's definitely.
That's cake.
That's cake.
We got it.
That's for sure cake. It's not just a sweet vanilla.
See, the cake works so good with Muscle Matrix and the encasedness because cake has a texture to it, and you don't want a super thin protein. You want to have a protein that has texture to it, and it's like some of the small amounts of grit kind of like got on the roof of my mouth, and I was like, that's kind of what cake does. Yeah, I mean I'm so glad they went with Muscle Matrix for this flavor because it does work extremely well. Yeah. So this has this is like a lot of frosting, but not overly sweet frosting. I get like just creamy frosting. This is crazy though, because to me, I've never had a cake protein where you can kind of taste the cake and the frosting. You know, like
it's normally just one or the other. You taste a cake or just sweet vanilla, and it's like, okay, you could just, I hate when proteins put a name on a product and it doesn't taste anything like that, really.
Man, which one is better?
That is, I'm going Muscle Matrix all the way. You know I'm biased, but this is my number one. And they nailed, like, that flavor's spot on, for sure. I mean, all of them are spot on, but if I had to pick just one, Eric, you better send me some tubs of Muscle Matrix. You already did, so.
So Muscle Matrix is definitely the agreed upon winner. Second for me, Miss American Pie.
Yep.
And the third, Bombs Away. Yeah, I'm with you. Pretty much. Unless you have a casein allergy or something crazy like that, I think that's the one to get if you can only get one. They do have we have a link on the blog, and it's on NutraBio's site. If you buy all three, you get 20% off. I think it's limited time, maybe 4th of July weekend. Eventually when this sells out, it's out. But, you know, if there's enough interest in some of these flavors, they might bring them back into the standard tubs. But, man.
Which every time they do a limited edition flavor, like the Irish whiskey cream or whatever, like it sells out really fast.
Yeah.
So I would jump on it. And like I said, they're all they're accurate with what they say in the label.
For sure.
So I'm very
this is pretty good. Anything else?
Oh, I think that's it. That's
Sweet. Well, everyone, happy 4th of July and everything. We're going to sign off here on YouTube and get these videos done, shoot some B-roll and everything, make it look good. And then check out PricePlow.com/NutraBio. Drop some comments below. And, yeah, you know, put the vest on here.
Getting patriotic.
There you go.
I love my red, white, and blue.
You got to go. There you go.
All right.
And we're going to do some Q&A, I guess, on Instagram and chat with everyone else that's watching. So follow us at PricePlow on Instagram, and you'll check out the next live one. Oftentimes you'll see Ben, but today, Mike and Heather. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Welcome to PricePlow.